questions and answer. Creating value, right? If you're working in a company as an employee, you still create some value, right? But at the end, you're still going to be an employee. But some people want to be employees. But then, if you want to create value, build an organization, hire people, make the difference, that's the difference, right? And that is the most important thing. Now we are able to support 700 families, right? We give them good salaries, we train them, we make them good employees, talented guys, we coach them, they all go and progress. That's the main thing. Money was never a reason for me. It should not be a money-driven purpose. It should be a purpose-driven aspiration. Right? Money will follow, no matter what. You don't think about money, you think about what value you want to build. If the value is building, wherever you go, the money is going to follow. Right now, otherwise what will happen is we're going to chase the money and you will never catch up with that. Okay, I hope that makes sense. Why did you choose pharmacy
as your career?
Well, I was forced by the destiny to choose. This was not my choice, actually. I wanted to become a doctor. Okay, so I went through in India. You guys know, entrance exams and all. I got admitted into a medical school. But unfortunately, that year, they wanted to give women priority. So because they wanted to bring 10 girls into the list, they had to push me out. Right? So my dad was very upset. So he sued the college or the entrance board and all. We went up to the Supreme Court and all, but then I said I have to do something. So I thought, should I do dairy? Milk product, right? And then somebody said, why don't you go to a pharmacist? That might be good, right? But in India, during those times, pharmacy is like a misconception is pharmacists are compounders, meaning they're helping doctors making a Tylenol solution and all. But then I decided to go to pharmacy school. I got the admission. 3 years later, the medical school offered me a seat. I turned it down. I said I wanted that time, but now I don't want. And I'm glad I made that decision because becoming a pharmacist has completely changed my life, my journey. I wouldn't have done any of these things if I had become a doctor at that time. I would be in India, maybe treating people. I'm sure still doctors are adding value, but this kind of experience, I would miss that. Okay, so pharmacy really gave me a reason to come to US because at that time, the pharmacy in U.S. was booming, doing really well. Okay, so.
How difficult was the journey to co-found your own entire, company?
It's not easy. I think the year we picked to start a company was 2008. And that was the time the economy was so bad. I don't know if you guys know about stock market crashed. Okay, every company was laying off people. And we started our company and we started hiring people. Okay, but what we wanted to do was we always wanted to do something different than what other companies were doing. Fortunately, what we had was tremendous amount of experience and knowledge in science. My partners, all of my partners are pharmacists. My other partner also went to Long Island University, by the way. He's a graduate from here. But they're all like great scientists, right? So we kind of diversified ourselves, and then we started developing different types of dosage forms. But we didn't go after big products where everybody is going after the big. We went after smaller, more niche products and more complex products. Very difficult to develop, but we had the ability to develop a difficult product, and that's how we differentiated ourselves, and that's how we survived this whole challenge. Generic business is always very, very challenging because the pricing is always going to be an issue. But we always did something different every year, right? If you see our product portfolio, I'm going to be proudly telling you guys that we are one of the very few companies in the world who has successfully developed any kind of dosage form in a pharma industry. If you name it, ophthalmics, nasal sprays, inhalers, ointments, creams, gels, lotions, liquids, tablets, capsules, microspheres, transdermal patches, injectables, oncology injectables, everything. We have every product that is a type of dosage form, we made it. Typically, companies focus on a certain, like maybe solid oral, maybe topical, but we did everything, but we did very efficiently. But when we started, we were very enthusiastic and very ambitious. So I used to go and present to these bigger organizations, and I was like, they thought I was talking, because I was boasting of our ability. We can do this, right? None of those guys believed in us, okay? After 15 years, one of the president of a bigger organization where I went and I presented, he laughed at me. He called me back and he said, Raj, I've been following you. When you said you're going to do all these things, I didn't believe in you. I thought you were just faking. I'm sorry. I would take my word back. And he applauded. He said, you guys did a phenomenal job in the industry. But that's what I'm saying. One of the things, walking the talk, right? If you talk, then be confident that you're going to do it. Okay? Working with different customers, right? Because in a generic industry, pricing is very important, right? If you want your product to be priced low, then you should be able to negotiate with the vendors for a better price, right? If you buy your raw materials at a better price, then you can compete in the market. If you don't have the negotiation skills, then you will end up buying materials which are at a higher, so your margins will be very low and you will never be profitable. What we have done, we did through partnerships and relationships and negotiations, and they trusted us. And they were willing to bring their prices lower, but we did give them some cookies for bringing that back, because you have to share. If you don't want to share, you want everything for yourself, then he's not going to do it, right? So we did that. We did relationships, we did partnerships, we negotiated the terms, so we were able to manufacture products at a lower price so that we can compete in the market. And that is very critical. Negotiating skills are very important in a company. Any company, doesn't have to be a pharma company. That's the only way you can succeed, and then being proactive and planning is definitely going to help.
Good question.
About where did you learn it from? Who was your leader?
I learned from my difficulties that I faced. I worked for some of the toughest bosses. They gave me a lot of rough time. So those sometimes those challenges will teach you lessons, right? But then again, you will have someone that you would look up to. My dad was a role model for me, and I probably got his genes, okay, and he did the same thing when he was growing up, did something different, very confident, and all that. But then friends, some of my friends who are my partners have done extremely good. There's one friend, he's very stable. He's always at a higher frequency, very happy. No matter what you do, you cannot make him get upset, right? I learned some things from him also. And I'm okay to share this with everybody because we all learn from different people, and that's the way it is. But we also learn when you fall, you will definitely learn when you get up, and then when you realize you're behind, and when you're running fast, then you realize that, yeah. So this is actually, you're going to learn through your experiences. You look at different entrepreneurs who are doing, Bill Gates, yeah, that time Bill Gates was, so I was looking at him as an entrepreneur. Then came Elon Musk. He has done different things, Steve Jobs, different. Those are all like mentors, Warren Buffett. I listen to those audiobooks and I see what they have done. But every leader has a different way of doing things. It's not the same recipe. Everybody has a different recipe, but you need to know what kind of ingredients you put in so that it turns out to be a good dish. Yeah. Okay? Thank you.
Well, thank you very much, guys.
Thank you.